Hello, I am Retired. I'm back with another video. I have another special guest here today. My son, Jay Pitts, 24. 23. See, I get that wrong. Jay Pitts, 23. Yeah. Yes, that's his Instagram. But I am back with a video. We're doing a reaction video of when I first started my YouTube and some of the reasons why I started my YouTube. So, before we get started, please make sure you like, you comment, and subscribe and hit that bell notification so you'll know when a sister girl is posting. All right, my loved ones. I love you, love you, love you. Thank you for coming back to my video. And yes, we're going to get it started. I don't think he ever seen the video because he know how it touched me and made how it made me feel. But we're going to let him see the video and he'll react to the video. All right, here we go. All right. This is my first time doing reaction videos, so here we go. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am here to introduce myself. I have two videos out there. I just started YouTube and I just wanted to let you know a little bit about me. I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma, as you see, and I decided to do YouTube because I felt like this is a platform where I can tell about me, and I write poems, I do hair, I'm a CNA, I do the best I can for my children who are grown now, and I love people. So I said, this is something that I can do to meet new people, to talk to new people, and to love on people, because people need love nowadays, you know? And I just decided, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I was in one of my son's videos, and I was like, oh, I think I need to lose some weight. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to be losing some weight. I'm going to be just having fun, finding me again, loving on me again. And yeah, just being out there to help people, to do what I can for people, and to just love on people. And if I could touch one life, I'm doing my job. And even though I do touch many lives every day, just helping people, being in the health field, I still want to be able to help people that's not around me, that's far away, that just want somebody to talk to and want advice. I've been in this life for a while, and I have raised 3 grown children that are doing their own thing. So I said, you know what? I'm going to do my own thing. It's all about me now. It's all about me. So, okay. That was the introduction of me. So I was asking my children, did you feel like I was too old to be doing YouTube? So what did you think?
I mean, I didn't feel like he was too old. I don't feel like anybody's too old for YouTube. I just wanted to understand more than anything what was the reason, but as you seen in the intro, that was the reason, and pretty good reason to me. So, yeah.
All right, let's start again. In saying that, I decided to do a YouTube channel. And people probably say, man, she too old to be doing YouTube. No, you're never too old. Just like I said in my last video, you're never too old to do whatever you want to do in this life. Never too old. But I'm gonna get to my story a little bit. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you'll know when I'm posting. Because I'm going to be posting some good content, some good things that's going on with me. Because I want to get back into all kind of stuff like travel. I want to do my dance again and just do all kinds of stuff. Well, on that traveling part, the Rona came, and we couldn't really travel like we wanted to. But I believe God is just letting us rest sometime, and then we'll go on and do what we need to do. I believe. What you think?
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't go nowhere right now,
No.
personally,
Yeah.
because of this whole situation. But yeah, that's definitely something that in the future is definitely need to happen. Because I need a vacation.
Yeah, need a vacation. All right. So it's a mini mukbang. So I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma. So we have a Mazio's here. Mazio's. And I got hot wings, which is hot wings and sweet and spicy barbecue. Thought about it, and I was thinking, oh, you're not pretty enough. Oh, your nails are not done. Oh, your face is not beat. Oh, you this size. Oh, I had to say, if I'm gonna get out there, I'm gonna get out there. And so when I got into my son's video, got it where we had a family reunion, and I said, I'm gonna go ahead and do it for myself to let other women, other mothers know that it ain't about how you look. It's about who you touch and who gets the message from whatever you're doing. And to not worry about what everybody say and what everybody think of you and all that kind of stuff. You'll never do nothing in life if you worry about that. So,
That food was good.
this is really good.
Yeah.
You'll never get anywhere just worrying about what people are saying. This is good.
That was good. Some good old food.
What you saying?
Yeah. Like my boys, they like the boneless wings, but I like the bone-in wings because you can just work around that bone and it's just good. But yeah, in in 2018, my son decided he wanted to wrestle. Well, he was wrestling before in high school, but he decided that he wanted to go and pursue a career in wrestling.
That
And
background though.
that's what he decided he wanted to do. And he's a Gemini, so he was like headstrong, like I'm going. And I told him, I said, well, just go to a school around here in Tulsa, because we got some good schools out. OIU, TU, we have the Technology Center of Tulsa. We got all kind of different schools. Tulsa Community College. We have all kind of stuff. But he was like, no, Mom, I want to go. So, what made you just really want to go to a school far away? I feel like.
I mean, uh, it was multiple reasons. more so because I wanted, I don't know, just a change of scenery. And it wasn't really even about wrestling. It was just a different atmosphere, a different place. You know, I'm not in Oklahoma no more. I was able to, be free, have my own, place, or I go to school or whatever, but, just be out of the nest, basically. And, you know,
And just like be on your own
yeah, like,
and feel like you was
grown or whatever, I
grown.
guess,
Yeah,
yeah. And,
yeah.
yeah, that was most part. Wrestling, of course, I enjoyed it. I still miss it today, even though I don't wrestle.
Hmm.
I don't, do any of
Okay,
that. But
we're gonna get into that.
So I was like, okay, I just really don't want you to go right now. And there was something in my heart tugging, like, son, I really don't want you to go right now. I just want you to just, wait a year and everything. And so before I know it, he had got the paperwork done. He was like, Mom, I just need your social security number and your taxes. I was like, okay. And I said, you for real? And he said, Mom, I want to go. I want to go. So we went to go see the school and did a tour. The coaches was nice. Everybody was nice. And I was like, okay, this is my baby. He's 18 years old. I guess I'm going to have to let him go. So I went ahead and I let him go.
I think I was eating, so
Because
I wouldn't be so nervous.
you have to let your kids go and fly and see, what it's going to be like out there. So, that egg, that's good. So, I went ahead and let him go. And he was literally there for 7 days. And the coach called me and said, no, he called me first and said, Mama, I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling right. And I said, what's going on with you? Why are you not feeling good? Why are you not feeling right? Have you been eating right? Have you been drinking your water and, doing whatever you need to do? He was like, I have been. And I'm like, are you sure? Because kids can tell you all kind of stuff. And sometimes you'll sit there and believe them. But I didn't believe my son at that time. I was like, son, something ain't right. So, in saying that, his coach had to rush him to the little hospital where they was at in this little country town where he was at. And the day, in that evening, because I went to work, and then I came back from work and was getting ready to go to bed. He called me, he said, Mama, you're going to have to come now. I got on that road.
Okay. So in between that, from you calling me at that evening to that night.
okay, so like, okay, so basically that day, well, it was the day before we practiced, and you know, wrestling is intense, cardio, conditioning, everything that you can think of,
Mhm.
contact sport. So first practice we did, and I remember like it was yesterday. We did all these things, like I normally was used to, whatever. And then at the end of all of the, the whole practice and everything, we did 160, 170 squat jumps.
Mm.
I've never done 160, 170 squat jumps. So that just, when you start to work out again and when you haven't been working out, your body, your muscles rip and tear and stuff to rebuild itself or whatnot.
Mm.
And my body just couldn't handle that because that summer I wasn't eating right. I wasn't working out. I wasn't doing nothing that, I was supposed to do that a kid that was going to wrestle would do. And, that day or the day after that, I went and talked to my coaches. Well, no, I called my mama and told her, I wasn't feeling good. It was that night because this is, kind of
And
explicit.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
had went to the bathroom and I
Wasn't feeling right.
when I was
Um.
using the bathroom
Mhm.
and I like, my urine was black. So I was like, okay, something ain't right. And then that's when I called my mama that evening and I was like, Mama, I'm not feeling good. I need to do something. I need to go to the hospital. I need to this I've never been to the hospital. I've never asked to go to the hospital, nothing.
Mhm.
And I just something in my spirit was like, I need to go.
Mhm.
So I called well, the next day I talked to my coach and I was like not lightheaded, but it just felt like I was like out of my own body. Like I just wasn't. I felt like I wasn't even there in a
Mhm.
way, and like I couldn't lay down, like because it was my kidneys that were you know affected by everything. But anyway, like I couldn't lay down because my kidneys, and then my legs, I couldn't bend them. I couldn't walk straight. Nothing. And talked to my coach and told him the day it was that day or the day before that I need to go to the clinic. But anyway, drove all the way to the clinic. They did some tests, and I was on the phone with my mama the whole time I was at the clinic. And after they did some tests, the lady that was, helping me out or whatever, she came to me and she said that, I'm at a certain stage of kidney failure. And I was like, what? I was kind of like at shock, like, did you say that right? Kind of like, okay, I must not have heard that right. So I was what you say? Like, what you mean?
Mhm.
She said, you at a stage of kidney failure, you need to get to the hospital like now. And she was like, do you agree to, I remember it like it was yesterday. She was like, do you agree to go to the hospital? And I said, well, yeah. And she was like, okay, the ambulance is outside. So they had already did everything. They had already called the ambulance and did whatever, but they just needed my consent. So I told them and everything. And like I said, I was on the phone with my mama the whole time. And, they took care of me. They put me on a gurney. I've never been on a gurney. I've never been none of that. So at this point, I just didn't know what was going on. I didn't know if I was going to live or die. It was just,
Mhm.
I didn't know what to think. I stopped thinking at that point because I was just like what's going to happen?
Mhm.
So, yeah, I guess that was,
Yeah, in between that. All right.
Me and my other son got on the road, drove to Joplin. I don't know how I got there because I was so tired, so sleepy, being at work all day. But I made the ministering angels was camped around my car and made me there. And when I got there, Lord, I'm sorry, I might get a little emotional. But when I got there, I see my baby just laying there, swole up all over, just looking really not like himself. And I was like, oh my God, what is going on? So they told me what was going on, kidneys, and he was dehydrated and all this. And I was like, but he looked at me and said, Mama, what's in the dark will come out to the light. I know I was telling you I was doing this and doing that, but Mama, I wasn't. And I was like, oh my God. But I knew I served a mighty God. Listen to me, my people out there. I knew I served a mighty God. And all I did was, everybody was coming to visit him and everything. And I said, it's time for y'all to go. Y'all gonna have to go. Y'all gonna have to go. Because it's gonna be me, him, and Jesus. And my kid, my daughter had came down from out of town where she was from in college. And she was like, Mom, I got to go. I'm like, you need to go back to work. Do what you need to do. Just keep praying for your brother. And it was me, him, and Jesus. And I was looking at TBN on TV. And a singer, Jacqueline Carr, came on.
You remember all that?
And she sang about miracles. And she was preaching and praying. And I was just like, okay. And then it popped in my head like the Lord said, take some paper, them sticky papers, and write all over the paper. Write all over the paper. And write godly things over the paper. So I said, okay. I did that. And first, he had to believe in himself. I couldn't have faith in him without him having faith for himself. So he started trusting the Lord and believing for himself and started praying with me and seeking the Lord with me. And we was writing down stuff all on the all over the hospital.
So you don't remember when all that?
I
Or was you
remember.
still kind of
No, I remember the. I just don't remember. The what is it?
Jacqueline Carr when
I
we was watching
remember.
TV and on
Yeah,
TV?
I don't remember watching anything.
Yeah.
Or I remember the sticky notes, and I remember praying, and both of us, seeking God and His help
Hmm.
and everything. But that was really, I'd say, like truthfully, that I can remember. That was like the first time that I really like prayed or called on God like that and like trusted in God and because my mom said I'm a Gemini and we very headstrong, we very independent people, and not saying that other people aren't, but I'm just saying me as myself as an individual, I'm very independent, I'm very headstrong, and I don't really I take things into my own hands when I shouldn't all the time. So, whenever a situation comes, I just deal with it the way that I deal with it. I don't really have nothing to say about it or anything. And I'm still that way to this day, but I'm more involved in church. And, that situation changed me a lot.
Hmm.
The doctors, whenever well, it was just one particular doctor. I don't remember his name or anything, but I just remember, like Mama said, he was being very negative. Not negative, but he was pointing out the negatives instead of what could possibly happen and the positives in the situation if I did do what I was supposed to do, which I'm here, so I did. But yeah, he was just like, oh, he's gonna have to do dialysis and he's gonna have to do these things, and he doesn't look like he's getting any better, and it was just like I needed my mama to shut that negativity out because I'm not good when it comes to any negative and any you know um, just toxic toxicity
Hmm.
whenever you just throwing that at me and throwing it at me it's gonna weigh on me. So my mama, she knows me the best, and she kicked the people out.
I wouldn't let
Not
them come
not
in there.
my family wasn't being negative, but the people in the hospital.
Yeah.
So
Well, it was this one nurse. She was on board with me. And when I put them notes, sticky notes and stuff all over the wall, she talking about, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. And she kept coming in there and praying. And then there was another nurse, the day nurse, night nurse, because we was in there for 7 days. And then they was praying. And then they had a dialysis doctor, African lady came in there. And I had to tell her to get on out of here if she ain't talking right. And then the doctor he was talking about, I had to tell him to get. I said, if y'all not coming in here with the right, what y'all need to be talking about, or if y'all not trusting in God, don't come step in this room. Do you know they was outside the room talking? They never walked in that room at all. And when I said that, and when they walked in that room, it was different. They came in there different, and they was just like, wow, man, he getting better. I ain't never seen this happen, but you don't know how good God is. Now you probably haven't seen that happen before if you don't trust in the Lord. And and plus, what I say is, it wasn't his time to go. God still had more for my child to do and more for him to see. Because if it's your time to go, it's your time to go. But God don't put more on you than you can bear. And I don't know if I could have buried that, you know. But, you know, he was 18 and I felt like, Lord, he haven't got married, he haven't had kids, he haven't lived his life, you know. What do I need to do? And from then to now, I've been standing on the word of God and I've been trusting in God. Yes, he has to go to the doctor like every month and check on himself, check on his levels and all that. But I still am trusting God for his healing. So we can get back to this.
Yeah, I had to get the doctors on board. He was up there almost swole. He was so big and swollen. I'm gonna insert a picture at the end. But he was so big and swollen. Oh my goodness. I thought he was gonna bust. But God, that's all I could do is talk about Jesus. He healed my son. And in that healing, in that time of me spending time with my son and talking to him, I was like, things gotta change. Things have to change. So, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I'm not saying that I didn't make mistakes after that happened. But I'm saying is I have trust in Jesus through everything. Everything that I've been through, everything that I went through, I have trusted in Jesus. And that's all I can do. So I write poems. So I decided to sit down and write a poem about my son. And I didn't know what I was going to say, but all I knew is I was going to tell the truth about what happened to my son. So I'm going to get back to my eating. But I just want to read this little poem that I wrote about my son. My son left home and almost died trying to pursue his dreams. It seemed like all he worked for was to be on a winning team. But the devil tried to shut his body down in 2018. But my God said no. He got better things. While in the hospital, I made everyone leave. It was me and you, kid, praying to the King. But I told my son, you got to have faith for yourself to get back your health. So when he repented of all his sins, that's when the anointing came in. So when the doctors came in with negative things, I made them get out because they wasn't on the winning team. So I put prayers all over the wall. We trusted in God through it all and have faith. So he was healed in 7 days because God had the last say. Because he was the way. So hold on to the word. It is strong. And my son is doing wonderful back at home. May God be the glory. And that's all I can say. God be the glory. So this is not like I'm a preacher or anything like that. And it's just telling my story on the reason why I said life is too short. He was 18.
So, had you ever heard my poem before?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So what did you think about that?
I mean, just like what you were saying, is the truth. You know,
Yeah.
you just got to be on the winning team. But yeah, when I repented, I think that's whenever things started to change.
Yeah.
You know, because I don't know, school ain't for everybody, but I don't think it was just school. I think it was just my spirit. You know, God has to be in control. You know, and you have to follow Him. You know, you can't do everything by yourself. Like I was thinking, you know, making decisions, not praying about them, not you know, understanding the consequences, the money part of it, the any of it. I was just doing it just because I had the opportunity, and you know, I had my doubts in it too, but I followed my mind and not my heart. You know, and that's where it got me. It was like, you know, to anybody that's was in my position or is in my position, going to be in my position, you just gotta follow God. You know, you gotta follow Jesus. You know, he rose in 7 days. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
so it's you know, that's my truth. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Jesus he rose in 7 days, and I believe that's why I was in the hospital for 7 days and I rose up then
Mm-hmm.
because just like Jesus, you know, I had to be. You know, I never said this, but I felt like I had to be reborn
Yeah.
because of that situation. It just like, of course, it didn't kill me, but it just killed the mindset I had, you know, of being so like self mind, like, you know what I'm saying, like in my own head
Mm-hmm.
and making my own decisions, basically,
Mm-hmm.
like, and just being selfish, not giving my time to him, being selfish with my time,
Yeah.
but now, of
I
course,
mean, we still all make mistakes. We're not perfect or
yeah,
nothing like that. You know, he still make me want to. I love him to death, but he just
we all make
he
mistakes.
just learned from that big thing that, and now he drinks his water. He does what he's supposed to do. He go get his checkups and make sure that he's okay, and that's all I ask him to do. Being an adult, he gonna have to do that for the rest of his life. You know, he can't do all that strenuous work like he used to do when he was in high school and all that. He can't do all that. He got to
Pace myself.
pace himself.
I gotta take it slow.
Yeah.
Even now, still,
Hmm.
of course, I feel like way better and whatnot, but still, I know I'm not 100%. I feel like I get to that point. I need to put some effort into, working out and stuff like that a little bit more. But, you know, I still can't. Sometimes it's just hard to do things. Like, I'm 19 and I still have trouble doing things or having energy, and I gotta go to sleep. I can't. I say I'm not a normal 19-year-old.
Yeah.
That changed me. Like that changed my whole life.
Yeah.
And that's just real.
Yeah. Like you used to get out there, let's go play basketball, let's go do
Yeah,
this,
I
let's
can't
go
do
run it.
all that every day
You
no
can't
more.
do,
I can
yeah,
do it every once in a while, and then I'll be,
wiped out.
yeah, for a week, and then it's just
Hmm.
like I can't do all that,
Yeah.
And I want to be able to do all that. I believe in God that I will one day, but right now I can't. I gotta take my time.
Yeah. Take your time. All right. Well, we almost through with the video, so I'm going to go to, because I think I was done, talking about the video, but I had inserted a picture. I think I was pretty much done
Yeah,
talking about it. Um,
Um, one thing I always leave is that I tell my kids, co-workers, or anybody, you got to love you. And only you can look in the mirror and say, I love me. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. Bye. Love you. That's when he was in the hospital.
Dang, pause it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, go back. My bad. I ain't seen this picture.
Yeah.
I look like a. Let me see.
There you go.
You gotta click the middle of it.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he was swollen. He looked much different now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I had found that picture, and that's when I first started doing the video. So I was like, how do I insert this picture so I can let everybody know that I'm not lying, And so I found that picture that I had on my phone.
Yeah. And whenever I got out the hospital, I was still swollen.
Yeah.
And it took.
Yeah.
I couldn't do nothing for about a month.
Yeah.
And before I started like working, I got the little janitor job and whatnot. Before I worked, where I work now.
Mm-hmm.
But it was like, dang, I couldn't even. I wake up and I wouldn't have no energy. Still, it was like.
I think it took a couple months before you started working. Oh, it was a month. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's his reaction video to my introduction, my mukbang, Mother's Edition. So you want to go check out the video again, you can check out the video again because we just kind of skipped through parts. But yes, I thank him. Today is Mother's Day. I appreciate him because he kind of camera shy, but he opened up. I appreciate it. Not really camera shy, but I'm saying I guess it's different when you're talking to people in the audience than talking
I'm a performer
on the camera.
It's
but
just, it's a different type
it is.
of vibe.
It's different. It's different, and I love it. I love it. But I'm just glad. I'm glad that he came to my channel. We did the reaction video, and I appreciate it. But please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification so you'll know when the sister girl is posting. All right, my loved ones. I love you. I love you. And I thank you. And I thank my son. And I'm glad that God see fit to let him live. And that's for the young people. Just do everything you can, because I always like to leave you with something. Do everything you can to try to be a better you and to be a better person, and try to get your mind right and your body right and all that. And just you know, pray a little bit more. You want to leave with something, son?
Yeah. You just need to. mean, I feel like not even if you're young, old, whatever. It's just you can't do nothing without God, without Jesus. It's hard out here. Being out in the real world, about to be 20 or not, and I done been through things as you see, and seen things, and life ain't easy. When I experienced it at a young age, some people don't experience until later on in life, and I'm blessed to still be here, of course. But not everybody has to go through that if you do the right things in the beginning. And that's what I learned from this situation. If I would have did the right things, I would have been where I'm supposed to be, and not even had to go through that. But everybody has to go through something. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So, okay. Bye. Bye. Thank you. All right. That was good.